It's National Youth Traffic Safety Month, and AM Extra wants to know, how do you know when your teen is ready to drive?
Well, joining us to help answer that very question is Amy Harris with State Farm. Amy, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Sure. This is an important topic, especially as we, head into the summer months. For some teens, this might be their first summer, having a little more independence. How do parents know when their teen is ready to start driving?
Exactly. Like you mentioned, summer is a very busy time. Kids are out of school. They're probably going to be driving more than when they are in school. And so, with that comes a lot of responsibility. They have the freedom and the flexibility, but both the driver and their parents need to make sure that they're actually prepared to hit the road before they do. We did a survey, State Farm did a survey on distracted driving and found that those with less driving experience were more likely to interact with their phone. So when you look at that, that's drivers that have been driving less than 5 years, more likely to be on their phone, including apps, recording videos, watching videos, when you compare that to those that have been driving more than 10 years. So it's obviously a concern, and the numbers are very high.
What are some of the other tips for parents to give before their teens get behind the wheel? I know the cell phone is a biggie, but are there other issues that parents should talk to their teenager about?
Absolutely. So what we recommend is just making sure that you're very involved with your teen driver. Go over the basics, right? First and foremost, do you have your seatbelt on? Are you using your turn signal? Don't be driving aggressively. If you need to take a break, do you know where to pull over and how to pull over without causing an accident? Some tips like that are the basics. Other things, make sure you're sharing stories about distracted driving. We hear in the news all the time about accidents that happen and that can be prevented. And so just kind of giving those real world experiences to them so they understand how serious it is could be beneficial as well. Other things to consider too, beyond the basics, are things like, can they drive in different weather situations, right? You've got a lot of rain, snow. Are they prepared to drive in all of those situations?
Yeah, certainly all kinds of elements that you can encounter here. Going back to the cell phone issue, because phones, they're so ubiquitous, and texting and driving, calling and driving can be so dangerous. We know that in some states, like Oregon, it's illegal to even have that phone in your hand when you're operating a car. But how can parents really make sure that their teens are putting the phone down when they're driving?
Honestly, they just really have to pay attention. Make sure that they know the laws in their states. Like you said, in Oregon, it's illegal to even have it. The parents can really encourage them just to keep it in their purse if they have one, or in their back pocket. Just somewhere out of reach is always a good tip, because if it is accessible, they're much more likely to grab it if they know that they're getting a call or a text. So just keeping it out of reach while they're driving is something that could be helpful.
Yeah, how do you address with the cell phones? You can mount cell phones, like Uber drivers do, and that type thing. And also there's a lot of voice activation technology as well, where you don't have to physically handle the phone. What are your thoughts about that?
So that's going to vary by state. So every state has different laws. So that's another thing just to be aware of. If you're unsure what the laws are in your state, or in Oregon specifically, that's something that you'll need to research before, and just share that information with your driver.
Where can parents go for more information and just some ideas of the things they should be talking about with their kids?
Yeah, so we've got a really good checklist on our website that goes over, the basics to some more of the advanced things that they need to be aware of. So if you go to statefarm.com, scroll to the bottom of our webpage, you'll see a section that says Simple Insights. That is full of different articles related to safety products that we offer. And honestly, there's a great article in there about teen driving, and just a huge checklist you can go over to make sure that they're prepared.
All right, Amy with State Farm, thank you for joining us on AM Extra. Some good discussion there. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And for more information, you can always go to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's website, nhtsa.gov/road safety/teen driving.